2-1. The Brewers have taken the lead on a Lorenzo Cain sacrifice fly. Miller Lite, what's on tap? Chase Anderson against Jose Quintana in the series finale tomorrow here at Miller Park. 12:30 airtime on Fox Sports Wisconsin. Well, the first test post Corey Knebel, who went on the disabled list a couple of days ago. It is going to be Jacob Barnes to try to nail down the save for Milwaukee. And Stella on the first pitch, jam shot. Arcia wants it. Out number one.
And Barnes picked up that save on opening day in San Diego. He pitched on Thursday night. 2 scoreless innings that included a couple of strikeouts. So Jacob, right out of spring training, has been throwing the baseball well.
For those of you on FS1, the UFC 223 pre-fight show coming up after we're done here. You can see it on FS2. And for those of you watching on Fox Sports Wisconsin, Brewers Live coming your way. Barnes deals down and in to Victor Caratini. 1 away, 9th inning. Another thriller right to the end between the Cubs and the Brewers.
And a couple of cutters he's trying to get in the hands of these left-handers. First 3 batters he's going to face are all left-handed. Got Hayward on deck. Be careful with the slider down and in.
2-0. Caratini takes ball 3. Last 12 games played between the Cubs and the Brewers here at Miller Park. 8 of them have been decided by 2 or fewer runs, including 5 extra inning games in the last 12. And if the Brewers hang on to win this one in this inning, it'll mean of the 6 wins, 5 of them in their final at bat, as Barnes deals strike 1. All-star closer Corey Knebel injured on Thursday night in game 1 of this series on the disabled list with a hamstring injury. There's a strike. 3-2 now. Big pitch. Full count. Barnes deals. Caratini fights it off foul.
Got that cutter working nicely so far this year. Able to bore in on the hands of Caratini. Not letting him get those arms extended.
Barnes saved the first win of the year for the Brewers on opening day in San Diego. Here's a 3-2. Bouncing ball, slow roller, tough play, and barehanded. The throw is late, gets by Thames and goes into the dugout. To second base goes Caratini.
Yeah, one of those that you probably should just put in your pocket, just trying to be doing a little bit too much. Good pitch by Jacob Barnes. It came all the way back. He was down 3-0. This is an impossible throw. No chance to get him. And to make matters worse, it goes into the dugout, and now you got a man in scoring position.
Shaw there to barehanded. Arcia cutting in front of him, and Thames cannot keep it in front. That'll be a hit and an error on Arcia. And the tying run is at second base. Addison Russell pinch running for Caratini. And here is Jason Hayward now. Two to one. Brewers just took the lead on a Cain sac fly, driving in Jet Bandy in the bottom of the 8th. Hayward has walked. He's 0 for 2. Russell, the pinch runner off the bench, carrying the tying run here in this 9th inning. Shift is on for Hayward, and a strike. Fastball. 2 plate appearances for Hayward against Jacob Barnes. He has walked, and Barnes has struck him out.
Got to really crowd him with that fastball. You're going to come in there, you get that cut fastball in off the plate.
Hayward homered earlier in this series on Thursday. 2-1. Hayward had a bit of a misplay on a fly ball by Sogard. Jumped early. Went for a double for Sogard. That helped set up the run last inning. 2 balls and a strike. Hayward a swing and a miss. Power on power, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, got it in there. Right over the top of it. Just enough movement on that. Keep it off the bat.
Hayward had damage on his mind with that swing. Two balls, 2 strikes. Checking the runner, Russell, and Hayward able to lay off. 3-2 now. Javier Baez due next for the Cubs. Another dangerous bat. No signal given by Bandy. Knows what he wants. Payoff pitch. He lays off. It's ball 4. First and second for the Cubs now with 1 away, and here comes Baez, and here comes Derek Johnson, the pitching coach.
No, those last 2 pitches didn't miss by much. Goodness. Let's check it out. This is the 3-2 pitch. Just barely out of the strike zone. Good eye by Hayward. Wow.
So Derek Johnson talking strategy here with Baez.
Look out, first pitch.
Victor Caratini with the little infield chop. Works as an infield hit. The throw from Arcia went into the dugout. And that put the runner at second. Russell pinch running. And now 2 on here in the 9th with 1 away.
Yeah, Barnes has had good success against Baez. 0 for 4 so far. 3 Ks. Could use another.
He's a tough guy to double up. He runs extremely well. Had a big hit last night for an RBI. Had a triple. Barnes deals, and a swing and a miss. Wow.
He's got that uppercut, that fastball 97 up in the zone.
Barnes throwing it as hard as he can, and Baez swinging as hard as he can.
Right.
Barnes has been throwing a curveball this year. Deals an 0-1, and it's on the ground. Shaw, but right between his legs. Everybody safe. A couple of defensive miscues. And the Cubs have loaded the bases now with 1 away.
Yep, that ball was hit very hard. A tricky hop for Shaw, but not able to keep it in front. You keep it in front at least, you might be able to get the force at third. Squirts right through him. At least he slowed it down enough. Russell has to stay at third base. The Cubs don't have a ball out of the infield, and they've got the bases loaded.
Unlikely he's going to be able to turn two there, but certainly would have been the second out. Now they're loaded for Zobrist. E5 on Shaw. Tying run at third. Swing and a miss. Two errors in the inning.
Tough guy to strike out, but you can get him to roll into a double play.
First at bat for Zobrist. Came in on the double switch. Brewers will take a shot at a double play up the middle to try to end the game. Shaw and Thames on the corners are in.
Well, Davis got to keep that confidence. He's been throwing the baseball well. This inning's not on him.
Yeah, weak contact thus far. He did walk Hayward. The 0-1. 0-2 the count. It's an awkward swing by Zobrist. Barnes just has that little wrinkle in his fastball.
And a cutter there, 93 up.
Just aren't many who throw that hard with that kind of movement in on a left-handed hitter. No balls, 2 strikes. On the ground, ranging over Thames, has a play to first. Barnes missed the bag. Game is tied. Everybody safe.
Well, putting the ball in play. Jacob a little bit late getting over there, not able to get the bag. Boy, what a disaster this inning has been. No ball out of the infield for the Cubs, and they've tied it up, and they've got the bases loaded. Wasn't going to be able to turn a double play, but they don't get anybody.
Still 1 out. Zobrist credited with an infield hit and an RBI. And now Ian Happ, top of the Cubs order, with Bryant due next. Strike 1. Cubs putting on a clinic on how to put the ball in play to make something happen, and they've made it all happen.
Man, Brewers not able to tighten up the defense.
And that one's going to fall. A little jam shot. This is going to bring in 2 more runs. Happ with a 2 RBI double, and the Cubs lead 4-2. Still 1 out.
Pretty much says it all. Look at that guy's face.
Going to walk Bryant here. Intentional pass to load the bases again.
Well, Happ got a fastball that he's able to muscle out into the gap and driving a couple of runs. Throw goes into third base. Happ goes to second. At least that gave the Brewers an opportunity to put Bryant on.
They score that officially as a single. John Lester is going to pinch hit here. Cubs don't have any available players remaining, so Lester at the plate. perhaps to bunt, maybe a squeeze. We'll see. Interesting move, though.
This is about the last thing he was thinking about doing today.
That's right. Well, the four-man bench and Rizzo not available. Go with your best pitching option. Pitchers that hit anyway. A 3-run ninth for the Cubs. 2 costly errors by the Brewers.
And Jacob Barnes is throwing well. This is not on him.
Tough duty for Lester. Facing Barnes. Had the option to leave Strop in there to hit. It was the pitcher that occupied this third spot in the batting order. There's the squeeze. Lester gets it down. The second out, but Lester produces another run for Chicago. It's 5-2.
Well, he's able to put the bat on the baseball. You can see almost a safety squeeze. Of course, you can't do that with the bases loaded, but Zobrist wasn't convinced he was going to put the ball on the ground.
That's going to do it for Barnes. Should have had a better fate. Barnes is out. Back to the bullpen goes Counsell. 5-2 Chicago.
Janice, Mom told me you bought a house. Okay. So now that you have a house, you can use Home Code Explorer.
Quiet, I'm blasting my quads.
Janice, look.
I'm in a meeting.
Janice, look. Look.
I'm looking.
It's easy. You just answer some simple questions online and you get coverage options to choose from.
You're ruining.
Play my jams? Turn on lights? Start washer. Okay.
The moment you realize you can't teach your old washer new tricks.
At Lowe's, we keep you ahead of the curve with smart appliances like FlexWash and FlexDry by Samsung, so you can do 2 laundry loads at the same time and check the status on your phone.
Start washer.
All projects have a starting point. Start with Lowe's.
Spring Black Friday is back at Lowe's with up to $2,000 off on select Samsung suites.
It's the thrill of the ride. It's the undeniable rush. It's a statement you make without saying anything at all. It's the promise of good times. If good times are what you live for, then there's a Kawasaki vehicle waiting for you. During the Good Times sales event, get up to a $400 prepaid card, plus 0% APR for 12 months, and a free riding jacket with a qualified purchase of select Kawasaki Ninja and Z models.
Cubs pushing all the right buttons here in the 9th inning. Even John Lester with a RBI on a squeeze bunt, adding to the Cubs lead. A 4-run ninth. It is 5-2. J.J. Hoover, who just arrived from AAA, he pitched Thursday. Pitched with the Diamondbacks last year. He is on to try to get the last out as the Cubs have batted around in the 9th. Contreras, a wave and a miss.
Yeah, the curveball's a big pitch for J.J. Hoover. Fastball, curveball.
Second and third here with 2 away. There's a strike. 0-2 the count. The Brewers will have Braun, Shaw, and Santana coming up. 3, 4, and 5 in the batting order. Took a lead with a sac fly from Kane. 2-1 in the bottom of the 8th. Brewers fall apart defensively here in this 9th inning. And the Cubs have taken advantage.
Can't give teams like the Cubs extra outs. Can't do it. Extra outs, extra bases.
Good block by Bandy. Two and two, and now it goes full 3-2. So the 9th batter of the inning. Contreras is 0 for 4. Ian Happ had been 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts before he delivered a 2 RBI single. A big hit here in this 9th inning. And that's a ball low. And the inning continues.
I'll tell you, pretty good pitch. Look at Contreras throw the bat. He's lucky he walked. That was a good pitch.
The man who started all of it, Tommy La Stella, made the first out of this inning. Hoover should be in the dugout. That was a strike.
Yep.
Brewers do not have any mound visits remaining unless you go to extra innings. They add 1 per extra inning. They've used their 6. Two and 0 to La Stella. Two and 1 as La Stella fouls it away. First 5 batters of the inning for the Cubs of this inning did not hit a ball out of the infield. 2 infield hits, 2 errors, and a walk.
The only ball out of the infield the whole inning was Happ. Base hit to center.
There's a called strike. 2-2 now. It's a big hit for Happ, who has been in a deep slump. Bases loaded. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hoover desperately trying to get the Brewers back in the dugout. And La Stella pops it foul and out of play. Well, the Brewers were down 3 in San Diego in the 9th inning, scored 5 in the inning, and won the game. Two and 2, and La Stella a pop up, and Hoover's going to make the catch to end the inning. Rough inning defensively for the Brewers, leads to a 4 spot. 5-2, bottom of the 9th, part of the order coming up.
Captivating exteriors. Dynamic lighting. Elevated comfort. Powerfully efficient. And one more thing. The world comes with it. The 2019 Jeep Cherokee.
DirecTV Now gives you more for your thing. Your letting go thing. Your sorry, not sorry thing. You're out with the old, in with the new, onto bigger and better things. Get the live TV you love. No bulky hardware, no satellite, no annual contract. Try DirecTV Now for $10 a month for 3 months. More for your thing. That's our thing. Visit DirecTVNow.com.
We had long deployments in Iraq. Really grateful that USA was able to take care of my family while I was overseas serving.
It was my very first car accident. We were hit from behind. I called USAA, and the first thing they asked was, "Are you okay?" They always thank you for your service, which is nice because as a spouse, you serve too.
We're the Hells, and we're USAA members for life.
See how much you could save with USAA by bundling your auto and home insurance. Get a quote today.
The clock starts ticking on Gordon Ramsay's most hellish mission.
I'm heading to restaurants on the brink of disaster.
Their stories are real.
If it wasn't for my dad shoveling money in, the doors would be closed.
Their restaurants are their life.
Look at that.
Everything is on the line.
And Gordon has just one day to save them.
Don't say I gave up! I'm about to lose it all. I can fix the restaurants, I can fix the menu, I can clean the kitchen. But I can't change your attitude.
Gordon Ramsay's 24 Hours to Hell and Back premieres June 13th on Fox.
A 4-run ninth for the Chicago Cubs has him in the lead 5-2 as we go to the bottom of the ninth inning. And a lot of changes here for the Cubs. So a brand new infield. Stella's at third. Russell and Baez up the middle. Bryant will take over at first base. And the new pitcher is the Cubs' new closer, Brandon Morrow, who pitched in a setup role last year for the Dodgers.
And all he's thrown all year so far in the first part of the season is 2 pitches. That's it. That's all he's thrown. Second appearance for him. And those 2 pitches came against the Marlins way back on the 30th.
Ryan Braun will lead off. Brewers down 3, needing base runners here in the bottom of the ninth inning. Kind of wonder about the command of Morrow with so little activity since the season started. This is the Cubs' 8th game, and he's thrown just those 2 pitches this year.
Yeah.
Quickly 0-2.
Good slider, fastball slider from Morrow. Very quick, late breaking slider.
Morrow virtually unhittable against right-handed batters last year as a member of the Dodgers. And he strikes out Braun on 3 pitches. Nothing wrong with the command to his first batter.
Right. Fastball, slider, fastball to get Ryan. Wanted it up. He didn't get it up, but that's 98 right on the corner.
And here is Travis Shaw now. Morrow went from a non-roster invitee last year with the Dodgers. Dodgers only brought him up because he had a clause in his contract that he could become a free agent. So they literally decided, we're going to give this guy a chance because we just want to see what he can do in the big leagues. It wasn't all that good in AAA last year. He comes up to the Dodgers and was lights out. Impressive run for Brandon Morrow last season. He was a huge part of the Dodgers' pennant-winning season a year ago. Dodgers lost to the Astros in the World Series. Their bullpen was about as automatic as it gets, with Morrow and Jansen, among others, in their pen last season. So the Cubs go pick 2 pieces up from the team that knocked them out of the postseason a year ago, Yu Darvish and Brandon Morrow.
Yeah. Can't beat him, join him. Morrow's throwing hard, 98, 97.
He is an absolute inspiration. He has type 1 diabetes, and how he manages that and competes at this level is so impressive. Used to wear the insulin pump on his belt, doesn't do that any longer. Keeps it with him down in the bullpen. And he's thrived in this reliever's role after he put it all together once he got to the big leagues last season. Brandon Morrow, one away in the ninth. Shaw sneaks one through, a base hit. There's a base runner. Brewers need one more as Travis Shaw delivers with a single.
Yep, able to get on top of a fastball. And then sneaks it, beats the shift just out of the reach of Baez at second base. Had to figure out a way to get that tying run to the plate, and then maybe somebody knock one out of here.
Here's Domingo Santana. Last year, Morrow did not allow a home run in 45 games with the Dodgers. And he only gave up 9 walks. (0-2) to Santana.
And that's what makes a good reliever. You come into a game, whether you're a closer, you come into a game with men on base, you can't be walking guys. You throw strikes. The home run totals, that's impressive for Morrow, but you know, throwing strikes like that, imperative.
Strikeout to walk ratio at 5.5 to 1 last season. Santana gets jammed, a pop up in the infield. 2 outs. And the Brewers down to their last out, needing another base runner. Will send Jonathan Villar to the plate. Brewers with a walk-off hit last night. Cubs an out away from a snatch 'em back here today. Final game of the series tomorrow. Game 4 of 19 on the season schedule. This is going to be something this year with the Brewers and the Cubs. Intense rivalry with both teams hopeful to end up in the postseason. VR trying to get Arcia to the plate. 1-1 to count. .33-year-old closer Brandon Morrow only saved 2 games last year for the Dodgers. He's never really been in a closer's role. Strike 2. Brewers down to their last strike. And that's a ball game. The Cubs win. A comeback win for Joe Madden and the Cubs. They score 4 in the 9th inning. 2 unearned runs after 2 Brewer errors. And the Cubs win game 3 of this.
This summer, the World Cup is coming to Fox and FS1. Every match live and over 300 hours of coverage. The world's biggest sporting event begins June 14th on Fox and FS1.
Fighting on my